Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. Thank you guys for dropping by my live this morning. This is season 3. If you missed out on season 1 and 2, please feel free to head to the YouTube channel. You will type in Marisha, Marisha, last name next name LaShay, LA capital SHAY. The S is capital. So come on and come on and come on and come on and come on. Let's celebrate this third season of The Breakfast Show. After you type in Marisha LaShay, it will come up under the One Man Army page. There you can find my content along with other content from my other teammates as well. So please feel free to check it out. Like I mentioned before, season 1 is up there, season 2, and season 3 is being loaded each day after I finish recording them. But like I said, let's begin to celebrate this third season. I'm just so excited. Very, very excited. Like, can't you tell? Like, I'm cheeked up. Anywho, I want to take a moment to give honor and pay tribute to God. My parents, and my son. Thank you for my constant supporters from season 1, season 2, and season 3. It has really, really been great. Each day as I am evolving with marketing it, packaging it, and, people just being able to get an idea and a view as to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I want to take a moment to actually reflect on this opportunity that I am embarking on. I don't take this lightly. This is my third season, third time coming around. And I'm ecstatic because I continuously to keep evolving each season. I continuously to vow to bring different content. This season I challenged myself to talk about those things that I never talked about. Like self-esteem, autism, Black boys, graduation, and more. This is the season right now in the middle of a pandemic where people are going on prom. People are graduating. People are transitioning in their lives from old jobs to new jobs. Just new things coming, and everybody deserves to be celebrated, and those things need to be talked about, such as self-esteem, such as autism. The reason why I pick some of these topics is because those around me, this is what they are currently going through, or this is what that I felt like I need to say something for, to just speak up. It's not going to always be about the same old, because that's how you get knocked out the box. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'm going to continue on. So sit back and relax and lend me your ear. So, who am I? I am Marisha LaShay, and I am your host doing the most. I am a native of Chicago, and I'm checking in from Atlanta. What is The Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay? This platform was designed for people like me and you. Okay? And when this was created, we wanted to encourage an audience worldwide, engage them with thought-provoking questions, and to encourage open dialogue amongst themselves to gain insight on multiple perspectives on a question. Today is day 7 for The Breakfast Show, and this show will be in effect for the next 23 days. So welcome again, and I hope you join this journey with me as time go on. So the next part of the show, this is when we do our quick check-ins. When we do this quick check-in, we are checking in on our mental being daily on a scale 1 to 10. 1 being the worst day of your life, 10 being the best day of your life. Today, I am feeling real 80-ish. I'm an 80. And I feel like this because, as I mentioned early on when I started the show or whatever the case, I was having trouble going to bed at night and kind of having a sleep routine, but my body is starting to catch up with the time zone, and I'm able to go to bed at night. I have been pretty much doing it for a week, And I'm really, really excited about that because this 4:30 ministry is needed. Getting up to get things done, getting up and getting prepped, getting up to know that I'm starting my day and it's another day and it's a blessing. Getting up so I can go ahead and meditate and pray. Getting up so I can have proper response for this show and making sure that I am giving my best and putting my best foot forward. So that is why I'm feeling very 80-ish, 80 today. So please feel free to drop your numbers on how you feeling. Please feel free, if you feel led, to share why you feel or you picked the number that you did. Meanwhile, the question is where I normally drop the content. But for those that don't know, this is the question is. When I drop what the question is, I normally repeat it twice. That way, you guys are able to catch it if you're just coming in later, or if you are jotting it down. I repeat it for numerous reasons. All right. Are we ready for our question of the day for today? And it is. The question is, does the fear of the unknown make you wonder? Does the fear of the unknown make you wonder? All right. I'm going to take a water break real quick. My throat is kind of parched. And when I get done having this sip of water, then I'm going to jump right on in, because I have a couple of things to share with you. All right. By a show of hands, if you say yes, the fear of knowing of what not to expect makes you wonder because you have the uncertainty. What happens next, and that is normal. And what am I exactly saying? I am saying that having the uncertainty is normal for people like me and you. And here's why. According to recent sources, uncertainty comes mainly from three particular things. That is anxiety, phobias, and fears. Okay. The term xenophobia is defined as the fear of strangers and foreigners. However, as I did further research to define this particular term, it has been modernized to a newer meaning of it, including anything or anyone that's unfamiliar or unknown. This particular phobia leads to uncertainty. If you feel intensely upset and anxious when you encounter an unfamiliar or unknown situation, you may have developed a state of mind called intolerance of uncertainty. This means certain circumstances feel unbearable to you. And here are the symptoms that are associated with the uncertainty that you may feel. Fast heart rate, quick and shallow breathing, tense muscles, feelings of weakness, blood glucose, sugar spikes. Overall, this form of thinking later becomes if you're prone to worrying about the unknown. Okay, I already don't know and have this feeling of uncertainty, but now I'm starting and taking it a step further of worrying about it. And once you start worrying, your mind starts running with the worry. You may have developed a habit of catastrophizing or imagining worst case scenarios. Catastrophizing is known as a cognitive distortion. This is a way of thinking that creates an inaccurate view of reality, okay, and leads to bigger issues leading to various disorders, alcohol use, eating disorder, OCD, and more. Okay, those are for my people that, you say, yes, I have a fear. Yes, I'm acknowledging that fear is there. Yes, I'm acknowledging that I fear of the things that I do not know or the uncertainty of it. Okay? I have the fear of not knowing what death feels like. I have a fear of snakes or mice. I have a fear of swimming, of water, things like that. If you say no, you don't fear of the unknown and wanting to worry or wonder about the unknown, it is one's ability to already have a deep understanding and having control over the situation. They have already conducted a very thorough analysis and research. They are very knowledgeable and they accept the risk. This is not saying that the person doesn't mind the risk that can be encountered once they are dealing with the unknown, such as if the person is embarking on a new journey in their career, jumping into something completely different. My example, if you're going from being a teacher to something more strenuous and extreme, such as working as an undertaker at a funeral home, how did you go from working with the living to now working for the dead? That's two different extremes. This change may have fears from the funeral job, of hearing voices and having possible nightmares. Certain fears of teaching will be public speaking and afraid of making mistakes in front of your students. I believe that in both situations, fear happens amongst different people, but everyone has their own ways of dealing with the unknowns in their life. Okay? And last but not least, if you stuck on the fence whether or not the unknown triggers certain things in you, then you need to sit down and truly be honest and ask yourself some questions. Do you fear the unknown? Yes or no? Do you know what is the unknown in my mind, and how do I define it? How do I feel when I accept my fears and acknowledge that? Well, after asking yourself so many questions and committing to the determining factor, then will only allow you to know how you are. Because no one can alter the way that you feel of being on the fence, because sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I am, but sometimes I don't. I think it just depends on what it is. I don't know. Look at me, 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 look at my face. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with making a decision like that. And where does the added pressure come from? Other people. So, yeah, I hope that you guys learned something about the fear of the unknown. For those people that say yes, it's because you have a feeling of uncertainty. For the people that don't, no, I don't fear that, because you have a sense of control. Between is because you have to begin to understand where you are with your particular fears and acknowledging them. Moral of the story. All right. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the content. Please feel free to add your 2 cents. Drop it in the comment box below. Also feel free to like, share, and comment. One more thing before I get out of here. I just want to let you guys know that the poetry project will be dropping in exactly 5 days. Please check me out. I'll be on the platform Anchor, dropping some fire poems, poetry. I'm very, very excited about this project. I have definitely worked hard on this project, and I hope that you guys enjoy it and check it out. You guys have a monumental Monday. That's the close of the show. Like I said, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'll be at the same time, same place tomorrow. I'll see you great people tomorrow. And like I said, you guys have a monumental Monday. Deuces.